taken out early in that game could have really put the numbers on the board and is likely to continue to do that. Buriram storming through game 1 on Erangel and heading into match 4 of this evening, the second on this map. They are going to be trying to do that once again to hold on to the slight lead that they have heading into this final game of the evening.
It's not too much of an emphasis to hold top spot, but I would say it would be kind of nice, I guess, to end the night in top spot and probably end tomorrow night in top spot. Have that week where you're number 1 is always a good feeling. You don't have to feel like you've got to catch up or you've got to climb. I would say, though, regardless of what happens from here, Buriram United, LG Divine, those two, above all, are going to be very happy with themselves after day number 1, regardless of what happens even in this match. It's more so up to the likes of Victim Rise, Cerberus, Sharper Esports, and so forth. They need to have a really big game here for the final match of the day. Now, another hot drop over in Pachinki between Ferox and Magic Esports. Nothing came of it last time out, Jordan. I don't think much will come from it this time either. And we get a normal circle.
We do, but the beauty of such a circle is there's still an element of doubt as to whether this ends up north of the river or south of the river. The bettors would probably say it goes down to the south. There's a little bit more toward the southern side, but hard shift toward the north out of the first phase, and things could definitely change up. It's a better one for Fury, though. They won't have to rotate all the way down to Sosnovka Island, although that didn't seem to be too much of a problem for them last time. Based on the drop locations that we're seeing here, I mean, with the exception being Pachinki, we're probably not going to be seeing too much early action. There isn't really anyone in close proximity aside from Ferox and Magic, and like you said, unlikely to see a whole lot coming from that one. I'm sure if we are going to, we'd see the observers swap over there, but both teams more than likely happy to just loot up, go their separate ways, and get out of there with all 4 players alive.
Yeah, that's basically what happened in the first game as well, and that was a pretty hectic circle that they had to contend with as well, going down to Sosnovka Island. So when you have a circle like that, sometimes you're maneuvering around Pachinki, you might actually run into them. I think they'll be pretty safe. I think they'll be fine over there. I think Fury, though, the ones to keep an eye on this game. And Yasnaya, Ronan's already sort of pushed to the north of Rozhok, across the river, close actually to John. So LG Divine and Fury both with a similar mindset in terms of where they want to position themselves. But I don't think it's going north. I mean, if we go off the statistics, there's a larger portion of the circle south of the river. Now, this is one of my favorite circles, by the way, Jordan. I love when we get these Rozhok River circles because it's like this 50-50, north, south. Which one do you go? And really, all you can do is just play the statistics. Sometimes the south side's a bit bigger, sometimes the north side's a bit bigger, and you really just have to go to the one that's a bit bigger and try your luck. I mean, you're just backing luck more than anything in. Get the best position, obviously, but nonetheless, I don't know if this is the sort of circle where you go north on phase 1. I think you want to probably just hold around that Yazzie Bridge, and that's what Fury are able to do in this particular match, is use that Yasnaya Bridge as a way to go either north or south of the river. And we do see over in Pachinki some shots being fired. I don't know if we're going to have this full hard engagement, but Rain, that is so unfortunate. Tonke from the other side has just put a massive dent into Ferox's chances of really getting anything in this game now, down to 3. And if Magic Esports want to be bold and brave, they could look to capitalize even more here. Yeah. I don't think they will, but they could.
Has he gotten all the way around there? That's a huge flank unspotted and just comes up straight behind Rain. That's the end of him. Ferox not feeling too happy about that, I'm sure. Doesn't look like Tonke and the rest of the Magic boys are looking to continue to push the issue. Well, maybe Tonke is. The rest of Magic just holding quite stoically where they are, but he's on the move again. This is very interesting. He's going to continue rotating around Ferox, and I mean, at this point, do you really expect him to be up at church?
But he has to move regardless from that position he was at, because if he doesn't move, then Ferox has got a bit of an idea of where he's at. Now they got no idea.
But the assumption would be he's just going to fall back into the town, back to the safety of his teammates, not continue to push aggressively and get up to church, which is where he is now.
Oh, he spotted Monty, but I think Monty's actually spotted Tonke back. So Monty's not going to probably fall for this one. Switzerland's in the same building there too, also watching. So it seems as if they know where Tonkei is. The rest of Magic Esport are a bit further away from Ferox.
Oh, yeah, they definitely know that he's there. Monty's watching the rock like that. Now the shot's coming through. Tonkei copping a few bullets. Just got a bit over-eager, peeking a bit further behind the rock and exposed himself. Punished for it a little. Not taken down, though, and he's still able to provide that crossfire angle. So it's not a fun spot to be in for Ferox. They're going to be spotted moving out of their buildings regardless of where they go. Either way, seems the action has died down in Pachinki for the moment, and we'll keep an eye on Bay rotating up off Sosnovka Island. Muma. Couple of shots fired in the direction of Ferox, couple of shots received, but it is
That's
what it
sweet soul
is.
picture, Jordan. I can't.
You love it.
I can't. What's with the hair?
He's a cutie.
Like,
I'd give him a big kiss on the forehead.
it's got like the combed over hair.
Mwah.
I don't know why he's still peeking this. They've got to find a way out. They've got to just find a way out. They're just using up too many supplies now. These helmets almost depleted. I mean, Monty doesn't even really have any meds besides 10 bandages. You've already lost a player, so you're not going to get much from this game. I think at this point, they're just surrounded, and they probably feel like they're surrounded. And making that mad dash out the back door is no longer a viable strategy. And it's, I think, the best strategy right now, considering, obviously, this position is inside of the Phase 1 circle, is to just see how aggressive does Magic Esports get here. Do they push into our building? And if they do, then that actually gives us a chance to win the fight. So that's potentially what Ferox might be thinking here. I don't actually know, but it's my assumption, it's my guess. As while they are getting pretty greedy here, Magic Esports, and they are pushing really close now.
Sweet Soul's been spotted going down the stairs by Muma. He'll have an understanding, I think, that Monty is still there. It could be a potential problem for everyone in Pachinki as well. Buriram lurking nearby. It's unlikely that they'll crash into Pachinki, but if they sense blood in the water, maybe they'll give it a crack. Day trade also on the way in, very close to Pachinki. So all the teams that have come from the southern part of the map have more or less made it into the circle, exception being Jukesy for obvious reasons. He was driving on 2 wheels, which was less than ideal, but he's got it going, and he'll be arriving inside the safety of the circle fairly shortly, rejoining Bay, who are set up just to the west of the shelters. And the standoff continues in Pachinki. Sweet Soul can't afford to make a mistake of walking up the stairs here, though. If he does, I'm watching that angle, takes his head off.
Well, this is a little bit of a engagement over on Potato Hill, or potential one that might transpire pretty quickly. Norrens is getting flanked by Subang Cerberus and does catch him pretty quickly. Norrens had no idea that flank was happening. Was watching more so to the top of Potato Hill, knowing that Cerberus were up there. Flash is gone in a flash. Not going to be sticking around for too much longer. Wants to send it back over to Veronica. Poo chills even further to the south. And not the start day trade we're looking for in this final game of the night, as we are 5 seconds away from Phase 2, and Tonkei's on Ferox's roof.
They are not giving up, are they? That's probably a little too far. Oh, well, actually not a bad shout from Monty.
Or Ferox. Oh man, this is really aggressive though from Magic Esports. This is really aggressive. And now that we've got this Phase 2 circle, which that's a spicy one over at the Rosshawk River. This little engagement in Pachinki needs to come to an end, one way or another. Magic Esports, if you really want those kills, you're going to have to push in and get them. That's what Ferox are basically saying. Come here and come get us. Otherwise, they need to give up. They need to start heading out because they need to get a good position for this next circle. Now, this is where you probably want to be on the north side of the circle. Apparently, Waikika Mukau has died. They just went from the Yazzie Bridge, made their way over, but Hydra Gaming is there. There goes Sweet Soul and Monty, and you guess it, it's Tonkei, who's got a 3K. Again.
Well, can he get a 4K here because he's leading the charge straight in onto Bryn? Doesn't quite finish him off, but 6 HP. Bryn will not be lasting too much longer. Pops a grenade down at his feet. Can't be pushed as a result for the moment, but sooner or later, he is going to be dropping, and that is that. The 4K from Tonkei.
Boom, shakalaka.
single-handedly brought Ferox to their knees. Now Fury doing the same to the LG Divine. Nikki, the first one, copying the shots across the bridge inside, and Ronan combining. That's a great shot from inside onto Levi's as well. We talked about it. Maybe there was a king and a queen when it came to Miramar and Erangel, and Divine had to uphold their end of the bargain to take second best on Erangel, but it's not looking like that's going to be the case. Losing 2 players off the bat, that is an unceremonious loss as well.
I don't even know if it's second best on Erangel either. Elgin bots with the seat swap. Just got it at the last second onto 2 ends. Patrick will finish off the work. And this is what I want to see from Angel Alliance. They had a bit of a quieter game in match 3 in the first affair on Erangel. 4 up, nice early kill, good position. Can they show us what they were able to show us over on Miramar, now over here on Erangel? Bunch of teams around them. Off to a decent start as best 1301 is going to go down to Neil of Division X Gaming. And in a minute time, Jordan, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 or 7 teams on the south portion of this Rosok River. If they don't get the shift for phase 3, they're all going to be in a lot of trouble because there's not much real estate available up north. It's already taken by Hydra, Purple, Fury, Division X, Angel Alliance, and obviously it's vice versa, right? If those teams have to come down south, they could be in some trouble. But I would dare say it's probably easier for them, the teams up north, to make their way south and crash into the likes of Rosok School and Apartments than, say, the other option. So going north, definitely safer.
Well, Xenox, let's see if Long K can finish off what Tong K started, because Tong K, he got a 4K. Can Long K get a 2K? How many Ks can I say in one sentence? Probably more than that. But either way, they are going to be headed right in the direction of Unicorn Cyber. It's Division X Gaming with 4 players alive. Unicorn Cyber only a couple. Not a good place for them to be stuck. And look at all the grenades just being thrown straight on in.
Here we go, phase 3. Well, it basically tells us where we're going to finish. We're going to finish this game at Hydra Gaming. Because of the Yasnaya Pond that's still in, that's going to count as water, because it's water.
Really? You could have fooled me.
I could have. Almost. Didn't try, though. I would never. That blue just defending for his life on this staircase. But, yeah, 100%. I mean, phase 5, we know exactly where that's going to go. And that is obviously where all these players and teams are going to know as well, where it's going to start to head to the later portions of this match. And they can play off of that. That blue almost got one. Fergus, though, with a quick turnaround, saving the day. I think actually saving himself. Klee just having a moment there inside of the smoke. Neil going to go deal with Klee now. I think that will be the end of Unicorn, who will end day number 1 with just 1 solitary point. I'm not sure if they're going to be gaining too many more votes on the Pick'em challenges after their performance today.
Well, where do we go from here? Because Magic, the team that sort of stuck themselves in Pachinki trying to deal with Ferox, are perhaps getting a sense of why they shouldn't have done that, because they are now one of the few teams that has yet to rotate into the circle. Battle Arena Elites have been largely unscathed. They've really just rotated all the way up from the military island. Keeping an eye on Angel Alliance, another one of those teams that's piqued our interest so far today.
Oh, yeah.
They're doing pretty well. And they're also looking reasonably comfortable.
Look at the drop-off, though. I know you said, yeah, like, look at the drop-off, though, Jordan, from 11th to 16th. You go from 19 to 7.
Yeah.
7, 5, 4, 2, 1. Angel Alliance are on 19 points, but they're only 6 points away from 3rd. It's a massive amount of points in the middle section of this leaderboard right now, as Los Santos is going to be eliminated by Hexagon from the future. Both of these two teams have been starved of points throughout day number 1. They might just feed on each other here. Are you all right, Jordan? I heard some sirens going off.
Yeah, the coppers are coming to get me. Untainted. He wants his casting spot back, but he's not able to get inside the house, luckily. There's a buzzer system. He doesn't have the buzzer.
Oh, right.
He can't get up the elevator. Well, we've reached the eye of the storm. This is what I like to call it, Xenox, where,
All right, yeah.
you know, we've had a bit of action. Things have slowed down now as everyone's found a position inside of the circle. And really, we're just waiting for the next circle to pop.
Everyone's waiting for this circle to pop. As I said, we knew where it was going to go. It was a very suspenseful circle for a circle we knew 100% without a doubt where that was going to go. It definitely did its job in eliminating the water. And in terms of the recipients, I mean, obviously I said it before, Hydra Gaming, great spot. They're happy. Victim Rise in a good position. Angel Alliance, all four up. And they have just found an AWM for Algin Bots, if he wants to take it. Not everyone does.
No, he doesn't want it.
In the DMR meta.
Yeah. Well, that's a hefty northern shift, exactly as you say, Xenox. It was going to go straight over Hydra Gaming. We're not too surprised to see that one, courtesy of the water in the pond. That is, in fact, water, and definitely not anything but water.
Yep.
Big spray from Poochills. Not going to land the finishing blow onto Seymour. But Chibirit is going to do it for him by driving straight into him. And that's going to open the door for Nan to get himself the freest point of his life for Angel Alliance. Well, they say you got to take the opportunity when it presents itself, and they've done just that. So I guess you'll be happy. And if you're someone that's after a code today, you'll be happy as well because it's on your screen right now. Go ahead and whack that in.
So what's the play for these teams that are not, I guess you could say, in the circle, right? Because really the circle encapsulates the entire north side. As Kanaxi just sends it past Kim Siva. And, well, I guess these are the teams that aren't inside of the circle, and this is really what's happening, I guess. So it's basically just chaos incarnate. I don't think Buriram's going to gain much from this match. They've been very unfortunate with the way the circle has shifted away from them. Loki's is about to go right into Algae Divine. Does stop short, though, here at this little defilade. M249 in hand. But a distance away, doesn't connect onto the MC at the back of the petrol station. But the reinforcements are now arriving for Battle Arena Elites. Now for Horde, Jukesy. They now come to the fray here. Jun and MC in a 2 versus 4. Algae Divine are about to end this game, I think, with 0 points, unless the MC can find a kill here.
Looking pretty unlikely, if I'm honest, Xenox, but the blue at the back of Bay does force them to move.
Wow, Buriram, no points either.
Yeah, it really gives the opportunity for quite a few teams to close the distance. Here goes Bay, though. They're going to try and make it across the bridge. I'm not sure how this works out too kindly for them. Fury will be watching, and Loki starts to cop some shots. Inside on the roof, I think he's got the backup of a teammate there as well, and they're headed almost directly toward Ronan, who should have shots here on Loki's, but doesn't seem to. Either way, Sophia deals with an AMC accordingly. Bay have largely gotten across the bridge unscathed, and I'd say they're going to be happy with how that's actually panned out. I think that could have gone much worse for them.
So that's 1 and 2 on the leaderboard, both with nothing here for the final game of the day. And I am so happy about that because it just means we're not going to have a 2-horse race. That means everyone in that sort of, what is it, the peloton, is going to be able to catch up and really close that gap, which was already forming, 12, 15 points or so. And apparently goodbye to Sharper Esport. So long. Not sure exactly what happened, but apparently Cerberus essentially doing most of the work there. I would imagine they were trying to make their way over the mini Rosloff Bridge, and Cerberus basically just cleaned up, and then what happened to, what they did then happened to them. It's karma, basically.
And Bay are lurking as well. They've heard these shots. They're looking for a couple of cheeky points here or there. Molotov's going to get chucked in. Won't land on top of Amuma. But Neferhor has spotted out 1 or 2 of the Magic players. Can't quite land the finishing blows. He would have. They were out in the open. It would have been a free kill for Bay. But they're going to have to duck their heads back down because Fury behind them will have shots flood up on that roof in the fragging position. Try and put that to good use. Already shots going through from him. On the other side of the map up towards the north, it's Division X that are trying to breach. purple mood, and it's kind of working, kind of not working. It's all over the place, and so are we. Back over to Angel Alliance, who are now breaching Victim Rise, one of those teams that was trying to close the gap with the top, but for Buriram and for LG Divine, the two teams that are at the top, getting nothing out of this game, they'll be happy to see Victim Rise really not getting a whole lot here either.
Look at the patience, though, from Angel Alliance, playing this so well. GenForce is basically forced to run in, but they are not going to just send it in there. Now, Evil Patrick wants to go to the back side of the building. Did catch a bit of that Molotov. The jump-up spray probably not going to work, and certainly didn't. Mad Dog going to be knocked. Patrick, too. It was already quite low. Surely Angel Alliance aren't just going to balls this one up. No, they're not. Nan comes up big, as Nan usually does. 5 kills for Angel Alliance. They take out one of their direct competitors and they jump up into the top 6. We're not done yet, though. This has been a bloodbath of a final game for PCS3 Apac. 21 minutes, but there's only 23 alive, 7 teams. Loki's the last one alive for Battle Arena Elites, and he's almost just ran himself over. Practically did. Rabbit will eliminate him from Hydra Gaming. Bay are out in 7th, 6 teams left. We head over to Day Trade versus Magic Esports. No kills yet for Day Trade. 3 up against the 3 or 4. It's actually the 4. Umimar just revived. Venonica's knocked by Tom K, who has been on a tear these last few games.
Yeah, Tom K is going absolutely nuts at the moment. There's a Molotov chucked right in from him. Would have loved to have seen where that landed because it looks almost good. The second one is very good. On top of Venonica, Flash is going to probably drop here as well. And he will. Tom K, it's a double kill for him. He's going to add another couple of points to the tally for Magic, and starting to see Magic really flex their muscles. They've been quiet so far today.
I don't think Alliance can actually third party this. Tom K ends up just wiping Day Trade single-handedly. He has 8 of the 10 kills for Magic Esports, and they're up into the top 3 from, I thought they were like bottom 5, bottom 6. I don't know anymore, Jordan. This game has had it all. This night has had it all. They've got 4 lives, but the position's not good. And it also doesn't bode well either for Angel Alliance. How do you get down from here is the question. I don't think you can.
They're going to have to find a way. Hopefully they've got some vehicles they can just send it. Maybe they can breach Hydra Gaming. There isn't really any other places to go.
Here we go.
You could potentially go to the power lines. You know, there's a bit of cover around there. It's not great. Is it better than breaching, crashing Hydra Gaming in the petty?
Oh, they're just going to have to pull
up. They're going to go for either. Yeah,
the thing is,
pull up.
This position, you can see underneath the fence, so you'll be able to see the feet of Hydra Gaming, and they won't be able to really see you. And well, the way that Hydra Gaming are positioning themselves is on the inside of the petrol station as well, so they're not around the area, which means it is a lot easier for Angel Alliance to get to this sort of position. But now they're going to have behind them Magic Esports making the drive. There is 3 or 4, I don't know. There's 3 or 4 people. I think 3 inside of this UAZ. I don't know at the moment. I think they're all in there. They are. Patrick, Mad Dog, all getting involved. Angel Alliance just annihilating
they need to turn around.
Magic Esports. And as you said, they need to turn around. The job's not done. There's a few teams they've got to still deal with from the future to the north of them. And obviously, Hydra Gaming inside the petrol station. Down to the final 4 teams. 55 seconds till phase 7. It is so early on in this final game, and yet everyone's dead.
Yeah, Fury back again into the top 4, so turning their fortunes around here on Erangel. From the future, trying to do the same. They're down toward the bottom end of the standings, but if they have a good finish here, maybe they can jump back up and put themselves in a reasonable spot heading into day number 2. Jeez. The main storyline, though, to watch.
Angel.
Hydra Gaming.
No, it's Angel.
And Angel. The
it's
2
not
teams
Hydra.
that... Well, they can try. I mean, if they can get a lot of these points towards the end, they can definitely jump up.
So the thing is, it's going to be very difficult for Hydra from this position because of the way that Insight and Flood are positioned right now. They've got the east side covered, and Angel Alliance have got the west side covered. So how does Hydra Gaming get out of this position? I don't think they really can. And if this phase 7 circle shifts away from the petrol station, which it does, Jordan, they're in some trouble here.
They are indeed, but maybe they can frag out. We'll see what they can do. Angel Alliance doing exactly that at the moment. It's from the future that it's copping all of their bullets, and Angel Alliance are making a late run for a potential first place heading into day 2. This is the last game of today. Here's
Oh,
the
what a
push from
spray.
Hydra Gaming. The first goes down. Flood helping out as well. He'll get himself a point there. But it's Angel Alliance that are picking up the majority, the lion's share, as they put Hydra Gaming to rest. There's one player left alive. Flood! He's got a double kill. He's knocked two players. Mad Dog and Patrick are on the floor. It looked so good for Angel Alliance, but Flood just steps up. I think it was the Org in hand for him. Puts it to good use, and hey, dare I say it, maybe Fury, the memes might not continue. Maybe they can get themselves a win from this position.
It's not over yet, though. 3 versus 3 versus 3, and then there's the solo still for Hydra Gaming. Tuan Robo inside of the petrol station, not out just yet. From the future, they have pushed up very aggressively. They're going to have to deal with Angel Alliance from a very awkward position. They do have a bit of rock for cover. Nando will just sit down Hexagon. One's forced prone. That's Mip and Zuzu. And then you got Triple X up as well. So they're down to just 2 standing. I'm not sure if Hexagon's going to be able to get revived. Fury are obviously going to play for position. They don't need to move. In fact, Ronan will still just hold. Watch this east side of the petrol station. But Angel Alliance will need to get moving. 45 seconds, and that blue's slowly pushing in on them. Where do you go from here? It's probably the push onto this rock, from the future.
Man, gonna cop the shots there from inside. It's Fury that are really ramping up at the moment late in this game, and it's been since game number 14 of PCS 1 that they last got a victory in PCS. I mean, this year, I guess, not counting qualifiers and such, but maybe, just maybe there's one on the cards here. That's a nice toss from Flood with the Molotov. Gets rid of Mipan Zuzu from the future. And it really is just looking a little bit too easy right now.
They got it.
No one's shooting them, and they're shooting everyone.
They're going to get their first chicken dinner since, what was the day? Do we know? But PCS 1 Apac had come and gone. PCS 2 Apac had come and gone. It's PCS 3 Apac and a chicken dinner for Fury. They are back. No doubt about that.